See, my company have curated a lot of music for some of our legends in the cultural music scene from Ondo State. The likes of Chief Mrs. Bola Ojutu, um, and I'm doing this mainly because the first thing that I realized was most of all this music are not available online. They are not properly curated, and they have fans all over the place who are always looking for the music. I run a blog where I promote our culture here. And anytime I use our songs on some of the posts, we have people that come and say, "Oh, I love these songs. Where can we find these women's songs? This, that." The problem the artists have always had is they've not curated those music properly. They are not available under one profile. Sometimes when you go to YouTube here, the music might be available on YouTube, but it's usually under somebody else's profile, but it's not all their music. So I felt like there's a need for the artist, cultural, indigenous cultural artists to be able to put all their music in one place. So I took it upon myself and my company have been able to curate all the music, create perfect album art that fits the project and then distribute the music across all platforms. So now people can easily find their music. And if your music is not on all these platforms, people might not be able to find your music because sometimes people might just be hearing the sound and they love it. So they don't know the artist and they don't know the title. But if your music is available on all streaming platforms, they can just use their Shazam to listen to the songs and Shazam will bring out the details of the song. But all this will not happen if the music are not already distributed. And for now, it's not even about the money because those music are not even generating income for me yet. But I do not care about that. The music that my entertainment company has released, solely under the brand name Yellow Republic, and two of my artists, Deborah Bolari and Juana Derunke. So the music that have been released under the entertainment company itself have been the one generating revenues. And some of the revenues has, funded the release of these curated music projects. So it's not like maybe I'm making any kind of money from it right now because many of this music are not even getting streams. Chief Mrs. Balajuto is getting streams gradually. The more people know that the music is available on streaming platforms, the more streams it's going to get in the future. But when I look at those music projects, I'm not looking at it with the sole purpose of making profit. I'm looking at it with the sole purpose of preserving those music and making it heavily available across streaming platforms for the music fans to be able to enjoy. Because we cannot position ourselves as you know, our people will not be able to position themselves as a key player in this indigenous cultural music if we do not have one of their music on streaming sites. Because before I started doing all that, there was no our artist that has their music on Spotify, on Apple Music, on all those popular streaming sites. One most of them uses AudioMac, and the music is even scattered across AudioMac. And you know, because of that, they've not been able to maximize or generate enough revenue from the streamings. And look at the songs, some of them have released some of these songs like 20 years ago. And if those music has been released properly on a YouTube channel with their name on it and the channel has been monetized, they could, make potential revenue from it. But that has not been the case with them. So even now that we have distributed the music under Yoland Entertainment, it's still not about profit because the music is not generating profit yet. And the money, we've been using our own money to fund the release, the design, the curation, and everything. But like I said, my goal is to make sure that I'm able to position cultural music artists, and most especially our cultural music artists, I'm able to position them as as a key player in this industry, especially in Indo States, and you know, in Nigeria, eventually globe and everything. But I have to be able to position them properly as a key player. Because you go back then, yeah, I used to see a lot of Ikale artists, like the likes of Comfort Omega. All our music are available on Spotify, on Apple Music, etc. People like the Cross the Ujuba and all that stuff. And even before, I think even before Chief Mrs. Bala due to music got on Spotify, I've found music from this Ikale music legend Chief Emayo Motola. His music is already on Spotify. So, and our artist has contributed significantly to the progress of cultural music in Ondo State, and it's just a slap to our face if we do not have their music properly positioned on streaming sites for their fans to be able to listen to it. So these are just some of the sacrifices that I've made, yeah, with the sole purpose of positioning cultural music and most especially artists from our positioning them properly as a key player in this industry.